What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and breaking down the brand new finesse drop, seeing which cards are worth picking up, which ones not so much. In general, Tuesday content has had very few cards all season that have been worth picking up, but I have to say, I think out of all the Tuesday content drops, and this isn't saying much, but out of the Tuesday content drops, this is probably the best of them. There's a couple of decent pink diamonds, there's a couple of decent opals, and then there's even a couple of diamonds that might be decent as well. Nobody who's like game changing or great or even like a dominantly elite budget card, unless they wind up being a lot cheaper than pink diamonds than I think they're gonna be, but not the worst drop compared to all the other Tuesday drops, at least. Still not a great drop though. But before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So first things first, we'll start with the diamonds and Brent Berry, who is 85 speed. He's got a 90 something 3-ball, 94 3-ball, 97 driving dunk, but defensively this card is just, he has no defense at all. 67 interior, 80 perimeter, 62 steal, 63 block, and he's slow as well. Honestly, for a shooting guard, 85 speed isn't very good. He's super athletic and he's a great shooter, but it's just not good enough overall defensively, speed wise, badge wise, things of that nature to actually be a good card. Brent Berry honestly kind of sucks. Tyreek Evans, honestly, again, like, look, you look at the stats, this card is really good. He is probably the best of the diamonds overall. He's a 6'6" point guard with a 6'11" wingspan, so he's got really good size, good budget point guard, sure. Now here's the problem. The jumper on this card is not very good. He's got Evan Fournier base, Jason Preston upper. This is not a very good jump shot. And so, look, he is definitely the best of the diamonds, I would say. And if you're going to do that diamond option pack today, he's the card I would do it for. And he does give you like a tall, pretty solid defensive point guard who's athletic and has pretty well-rounded stats and badges. So like that on paper is pretty good. The problem is, I don't think overall he's that great still, because the jumper's not that good, and I just think there's a lot of really good cards at the shooting guard or at the point guard position that, like for example, a lot of budget diamonds and stuff that are probably a bit better with better jumpers and stuff, and are going to give you a little bit more defense than Tyreek Evans does. If nothing else, I guess he can be like your third string point guard for people who need that, but like as a whole, I don't think that card's going to be a great option still. And then Mike Miller, who is an elite level shooter, has a very nice jump shot, 89 speed, 80 driving dunk. Defensively, he's okay, but again, he is missing a good chunk of badges, specifically defensively. I mean, if you fully badged him out of the defensive end of the court, he is decently complete, but his stats aren't amazing defensively. He's only got an 80 driving dunk. Honestly, kind of reminds me of Pink Diamond Kyle Korver, where there are certainly a lot of other shooting guards that are better, and there are certainly, he's not great at anything besides shooting, but the card's probably okay. He's a very good shooter. He's 6'8". If you badge him, he's decent defensively, and his jumper should be good as well. I mean, he'll be a solid card, although maybe not too insanely great. Mike Miller, not bad either. I guess him and Tyreek Evans are decent. Brent Berry's kind of bad out of the diamonds. Larry Keenan is 6'9", 6'10" wingspan, 92 speed, 97 driving dunk, only a 78 3-ball, but he's elite defensively, or maybe not elite defensively, but very good defensively. Every single badge on at least gold, half paint, patroller, pogo stick, rebound chaser, posterizer, rise up. Like a good looking card, but low 3-ball. And again, this Evan Fournier base, which I don't love. Now, to be fair, Jetty Osman upper is a lot better than Jason Preston upper that Tyreek Evans has. So it's going to make this Evan Fournier base play a lot better than Tyreek Evans Evan Fournier base. So that's a W, but he still has LaMelo escape, not great. Kobe behind the back, I don't think that's very good. And then also, I mean, pro dribble style's fine. He's only got a 78 3-ball, which is kind of low, I will say, but he is a very athletic, fast, solid, well-rounded defensive small forward at 6'9". Definitely a pretty good budget card, certainly usable, if not elite in my team. I do think you're looking at a decent pink diamond card in Larry Keenan. George McGinnis, I mean, honestly, look, he's got great stats for a power forward overall. 83 balls a little low, but he's 90 standing and driving dunk. He's a versatile defender. He's got 88 speed, 88 agility, but he doesn't have challenger, interceptor, off-ball pest, on-ball menace, high flying denier. That doesn't even include glove and pick dodger. Doesn't have handles for days. Doesn't have break starter, lightning launch, bailout. limitless range, shifty shooter, slippery off ball, dead eye. He's missing like 14 badges, and again, he's only going to be able to get 5. Not every one of those badges is incredibly important, but in my opinion, yeah, I'd probably want someone who's a little bit more complete overall, badge wise, especially considering he's only 6'8". So while the stats are really good, I don't know if overall he is quite good enough to justify a spot at this point in a team, in most people's teams. Like, I think undersized and not incredibly complete badge wise is enough of a flaw for him to just not be that great of a card. And then you got David Thompson, who's 96 speed, 96 agility, 98 vert, 85 3 ball. Look, cards okay, but I mean, the stats are better than the size, 6'4", which is annoying, and the badges are good. I will say this is probably the best of the Pink Diamonds. I just wish he was taller than 6'4". That's probably the main criticism for this card. Now, what he does have going for him is a very nice jump shot, and he's got Steph Curry escape, which is really, really good as well. So he does have some nice animations for sure, which is a W, but at 6'4", only an 85 3 ball, I still think as a 300 he might be a little bit limited by that at times. Not a bad card at all. I don't want to sit here and act like he is a bad card. I think he's probably very, very good. But he's only 6'4". That is kind of an issue. He defensively should hold his own, though he's got good movement. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's a bum by any means, because I certainly don't think that is the case. But I also don't know if he's like an absolutely elite level option or anything like that either. So overall, David Thompson, good shooting guard card, another solid Pink Diamond, but not too insane. Steve Nash, this card for an Opal point guard kind of sucks. His jumper's not that good, first and foremost. It's still on normal, and it's not that good. Second of all, SIGs suck. Third of all, 50 driving dunk. He's undersized with bad movement and a mediocre jump shot. I don't care that he's got 97 speed, 97 3 ball, 94 perimeter, 95 steal, stuff like that. I just don't care that much, because I just don't think he looks all that good overall still. You can't be undersized, the bad jump shot, bad movement, and bad dunking. That makes you a bad card, plain and simple. Like, I don't care if he's got all these high 90 stats. He's not a good card. George Gervin is decent, not great. He's decent though, I will say. 93 speed, 90 driving dunk. Defensively, he's not bad, but he's not great, is what I will say. Like, movement wise, he's got what, pro dribble style. Tatum escape sucks. Garland behind the back is good. He does have that. So he's got a good dribble style, good behind the back, and a solid jump shot. So look, the card is solid. The card is not great by any means, but he is solid. I will say that. So if you need a shooting or point guard, a shooting guard like Darius Garland behind the back helps. But overall, I would say George Gervin is like maybe borderline top 10 at the shooting guard position. Like, he's not that good still, and he's gonna be expensive, so definitely not justifying paying for him. And then Amari Stoudemire, who is probably the best of the opals. I mean, he's super athletic. His jumper's better this year. He's got 90 speed. He's defensively pretty solid, but again, kind of, even though he's the best of the cards on paper, he's like still only got 19 total badges. He still needs Deadeye, Limitless, Shifty Shooter, Slippery Off Ball. That's 4. Lightning Launch, Break Starter, if we just say those, and Break Bailout, that's 7. Challenger, Immovable Enforcer, Interceptor, Off-Ball Pest, On-Ball Menace. That is 12 total badges that you'd like to have on him. He could get 6. And so are all those badges crucial? No. Is that annoying? Absolutely. Jumper's nice. He's super athletic. He's got good speed. Brunson escape is nice as well. But again, still, even if I think he's the best of the opals, he's still not that complete and not that elite. So unfortunately, I just don't see it with the majority of the cards in this drop, to be honest. Like, I just don't think they're that good, and I don't think that's an unrealistic thing to say at all. This is a drop where even the best cards are kind of flawed and mediocre, and that's okay, but it'd be nice to have slightly more complete budget card. I mean, like, look, David Thompson's a good budget card. Larry Keane's solid. George McGinnis is okay. Tyreek Evans is okay. And then the opals, Steve Nash sucks. George Gervin's decent. And Amari is good, but not great. It's probably the best of the Tuesday drop, but saying it's the best of bad still doesn't make it all that good, if that makes sense. So with that being said, that's going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.